Yo, what is going on, everybody? I am Khoro. Welcome back to another Friday the 13th the game video. I am back. So today we're pretty much talking about all the older news that I didn't get around to talking about when I was kind of, I guess, on vacation, maternity leave. I was actually having a child, a little baby Khoro. So the first big kind of news stories that came out was early in March, right? So early in March, just getting around to this April 20th. But during the spring of this year, Friday the 13th the game, the Ultimate Slasher Edition or whatever, and I would assume just the regular game, is coming to the Nintendo Switch, which is sick. There's no exclusive like items or skins or anything for this. It's just the regular game, except on Nintendo Switch, which is pretty cool. It brings the game to a platform that's a lot, I guess, more multimedia kind of. You can take it around to different places, plug it into the TV. So I mean, in that regards, it's probably gonna get some popularity, being able to play the game on the go, and it's honestly, it would be the kind of game that would be perfect to, kill time. So along with this, like I said, there will be no new DLC content, as the lawsuit is still going on. It's winding up pretty shortly, but like I said, it's gonna reach that date where it has to be all settled and solved one way or another. But so yes, the Nintendo Switch version is not gonna have any new DLC content in any way. I would imagine it's got pretty much everything from your multiplayer to offline to single player, blah blah blah. Another interesting thing to talk about with the Nintendo Switch release of Friday the 13th game is that Gun Media obviously is still in the works on this game. I'm hoping this wasn't their final, I guess, project to throw together and just whip out this Nintendo Switch version of the game. Obviously they are still dedicated and putting resources and time and money into the Friday the 13th the game franchise, which is interesting. It's something I didn't see or didn't think was going to happen, and it's something very small, a release to a different platform that could actually be something pretty big in the future as the lawsuit winds down. If the Nintendo Switch has a lot of success, which it usually does with a lot of games, then it could be big for Gun Media and Friday the 13th the game. We might actually see future content released past this lawsuit once everything is settled. But yeah, there are still a lot of like dedicated hardcore fans of the game who still play and everything like that. Another thing I wanted to address is Anthony actually made a video on crossplay and cross-platform, if it would be possible at all. And I would say probably not, because the type of servers that you have to have is kind of out of the reach of Gun Media. It's not impossible, they could still pull it off, but the whole thing between Xbox and PlayStation is kind of still a battle, which very few games have been able to pull it off. Like Fortnite is the big one that's been able to put PS4 players in the same lobbies as Xbox One players. And that was just crazy, but it kind of makes sense with the whole competitive scene. But we won't talk about Fortnite a lot. But it could be a possibility that maybe PC would be able to play with Xbox or PS4 players, because that connection is a little more, I guess, a little more kind of comparable and everything. To say the least, Microsoft and Sony are competitors when it comes to the Xbox One and the, PlayStation 4. So they're always butting heads there, and are probably not gonna, just give in to let these Friday the 13th the game players just like fiddle around with each other and everything. But then again, saying it would be something perfect for the game, because there's no huge skill gap in the game. It's not like if you're playing on a keyboard and mouse on PC that you're just absolutely insane at the game and can outplay literally anybody and controllers can't keep up. The game is very chill and everything, although you do have a lot of like tryhards and exploiters, blah blah blah. The game is for the most part pretty chill, can be played with a tablet like the Nintendo Switch, etc. But we also got some small news to cover, so I'll just go through that real quick. So the first thing we have is an April 11th to April 15th. They did a double event with double CP, XP, tape drops, blah blah blah. Like I said, that was like 5 days ago when it ended, so I mean, I'm just catching up on the news here. Another thing we actually have is that they were making adjustments and bug fixes for the game around April 15th after that double CP weekend, and from there we don't have a whole lot of news or anything, I guess, relevant to the state of the game. Mostly just minor stuff with streams. I can't believe people are still streaming this game. Oh, another interesting thing. Friday the 13th the game was on sale for $4.99. I mean, $4.99 is a good price to get the game though. Like I would say this game's probably worth more than $4.99. Like of your time, I guess, because the game is fun and it has a lot of hours. Like, if you're paying $5 for this game, that's pretty good. So hopefully a lot of people picked it up during that time. But yeah, that's all the real news we have for now. I'll make sure to keep you guys updated on the Friday the 13th game situation. This video is way too long for my liking, so I'm just gonna stop it right here while we're ahead. If you guys would want to support me at all any further, make sure you guys drop a like on the video, comment down below what you think about the whole situation, and I'll ask you guys one question. If you could bring anything into the Friday the 13th game, what would it be? You know, like, would you bring in an AK-47 that can be wielded by Jason? Who knows? Leave it down in the comments below, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.